Alright. Let's try that. Alright. Fucking flux, I swear to God.
Fucking piece of shit.
Sometimes it makes it laborious, sometimes it just fucking snatches you. But oh well, it's not too much bother getting back here at least.
It's a pain in the ass and no one wants it. Alright, let's go.
Sorry about that. First my throat snaps and then Flux drags me away. Oh my god, can this wall just stop?
Oh, I may have been here a good few times now. You still know more than me. You're practically a tour guide.
True, true. I mean, you've been around here a couple times. You got bloody surgery here last I heard.
Yeah, how did that happen? Don't you know that John live streams
What's through that?
from the gym on the internet?
Oh, really? Fuck.
Yes.
Another fucking gym fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, God!
There we go. Flux ain't trying to tank me coming in.
It's trying to take me, it seems, instead.
Pivots from me to you for some reason.
I'm all capitals!
Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go then. Oh
Yeah, it's
my
not
God,
stopping. I'll just have to
please,
live with it and just be very angry.
This game fucking annoying now.
Yeah.
No, it's ever perfect, is
I
it?
get it. I used to have to. That Bayo 9 place gives out food.
Just 'cause it's December don't mean there's never gonna be days where it feels like night's going right. But I can at least take solace it ain't really my fault. I do.
It's a little dangerous with that cultist, but
Oop.
Alright. What can I help you
the
with?
free
I'll
food
just get a kind of laugh for now.
shelter is pretty nice.
Kinda want-
Considering.
That's 2 cans, Jack.
Well, alright.
Well, they've got free food and
Did the fucks take you so hard out there that you just forgot that I wanted one too?
Guardian.
Well, Flux probably took me before I could actually, well,
there's some
get the knowledge
giant
on it.
ship that flew over the other day, yesterday. Some giant horn that blew. Apparently Leap Foundry or something they called it.
Yeah, Leap Foundry. That's another industrial thing.
Aye.
They're a
You Flux
manufacturer.
is not being nice. I just want to enjoy a drink, Jesus. That really is it really that difficult?
Shady corporation.
Really could probably down a gourmet and not even get drunk off of it with the Flux trying to sap you.
Rich people get richer, the poor stay poor kind of shit.
Yeah, they have things going against them, kidnapping, various assaults, but nothing that can be pinned particularly.
Oh, the corporate life is horrible. Oh, well.
One shithole to the next.
Literally.
Thanks.
I might give it a whirl on Bayo 9 though.
I'd recommend it.
What's up? What's up?
How do Ollie?
Doing alright? You?
What can I help with?
Glass of whiskey?
A few moments of
I'm on the
silence.
clock. I'm not supposed to be. Just hanging out at pool.
Hey.
Listen, I'm trying to be professional here, okay?
In this place.
Emphasis on trying. Hey, no, I'm pretty professional.
Well, it's better to try than to not actually do anything at all.
Well, fair on, fair on. But, well, kind of why it feels nicer to drink before going to garage than a whole bloody bottle of moonshine. Yeah, we are.
Just be a menace in general. But it is pretty funny.
Very true. Mwah.
It's fun to mess with cuties and be menace to them. We are incredibly homosexual.
Aye. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, cheers.
Jesus, right.
I wonder if I should just go back to the apartment, put on my...
Alright. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the only person.
Where's the lot?
Oh, cripes. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the only person doing what apparently some folk are calling jolly maxing.
Apparently,
Even if all I'm doing is changing the lights of the hours of putting a hat on, but
technician
I guess good enough, I suppose.
is in the running for the.
Nah, you first, sweet cheeks.
There is someone else on the other side of the door. You
By
dumb fuck.
In my defense, I can't bloody see into the glass.
No, I feel that. Don't worry.
That's alright.
At the moment,
Cripes.
just
Also, you'll probably be happy to hear that the Atlantis is free for you to go to.
Sweet.
Jonah may be a little bit preoccupied.
I can imagine.
Dobby? Dobby, is that you? I haven't seen you in 40 years. You've grown up so much.
That's convenient. You got thermal sense or something like that. Okay, cool.
Well, you want to probably keep
Well, yeah, well,
to be honest.
I am not too surprised Jonah's a little busy.
Well, to be fair, the inhibiting medicine is working. It's just going to hit. It's just
Aye.
won't inhibit forever. And once it wears off, it's going to hit him like a ton of bricks.
Oh boy, you're prepared to catch that bit of storm when it does wear off, eh?
Oh, I should be fine until he actually gets back to health.
Aye, he did say he was busy.
Thank you, Lola.
Oh my god, the fuck's this being a pain in the ass tonight? Jesus.
Cripes.
Oh, I'll be trying to adjust something.
Aye, get your eyes working a little better, perhaps. I should have thought to put a pin in this time. Jesus.
Okay, oh, Jesus.
Cripes.
A little less of a pain in the ass, but I'm fine for the most part.
Yeah, well. Flux is bound to hit around populated areas. It's unfortunately inevitable.
True. It is an annoying factor.
Hey, might as well see about getting you an extra stock of mids before I end up heading to the garage and getting probably inundated without realizing.
True. Oh my god. At this point, I'm not gonna be surprised if I can't get through the door.
With Flux trying to hit you as badly. Oh, hey, oh.
After you, sir.
Alright, now you.
Okay.
And me.
Okay.
I'm gonna move away with you at this point just to make sure you know the way around.
Which, well, I thank you for. What I need, immuno-blockers? You know,
Hey.
Essentially completely reset.
So you know that weed that's grows in the garden, yet you still ask what weed is.
How's it going?
I'm getting numbers back currently.
much better, at the very least. I can speak again.
It's like
Hey, he's actually got bloody emotion to his voice.
Right here with every word.
Hey, he's actually got emotion to his voice at last.
And an accent, finally.
Goldie, it's more Goldie, got the
Anyway, I need to come by and pick up immuno-blockers.
Oh. Yeah, I heard the reawaken.
Need to get more.
Aw. Shit sucked.
Yeah.
Hey.
Assembly has licenses over the pharmaceutical area. For you.
My bad.
You know I don't like
That's not a worry. We hit the front desk.
Describe it.
Yeah.
Euphoric state.
That gives me flashbacks.
It's a little bit.
Loosey goosey.
It's the joke mainly.
A huge desire to eat snacks and play video games.
I can't wait to
Maybe watch a documentary. Go to the pawn shop, buy a cell phone, pick it up and Google it.
you know, PTSD about that terrible. I'm like, no, I'm having nostalgia about it.
Go, ask for help at the pawn shop. They'll send
Small animals, don't eat the cat. Please don't eat the cat.
It's right
Okay?
around the corner.
No,
I can't
please. Don't eat the cat.
You in on it.
What?
I just want to drink it.
Stop looking for the cat.
Not sure where this is coming from.
I can see you looking for the cat, Ashley.
When the flux stops trying to take me, Jesus, sorry.
You know what? Let's go outside.
Oh, this.
I'm going back to pick up immuno-blockers. Need them for the month.
Alright. Are you getting the
Right.
pill form or the quick injectables?
Pill.
You need carbon fiber?
Oh my god. It would be nice if the flux would stop today.
And everything
Oh, you little kitty.
I
Better.
believe I have. I'll pay extra just in case it's fine. There we go.
Yeah, decent size square.
Be able to small patch on it.
Follow the instructions on the bundle. Do you need the
Well, it's always good to keep receipts.
I ain't been going anyway, Mo. You
Is that the yes or a no? It's hard to hear. It's really
That's
loud.
a
in
yes.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, that's a yes. Apologies.
Don't get you out.
There you go.
I think we might be able to make something.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Oh, that's the flux trying to kill me.
What can they get for you?
Good lord. Let's move. I'm pretty sure the more around the... No wonder you're a bloody introvert all the time. Flux keeps trying to bloody take you the second there are more than 5 people around.
It's taking a while to sort that out with their old
And
co-workers.
the fourth dimension puts an object in front of me that I can't see. Jesus.
Ah, bollocks.
Oh, that might be a guy to talk to if you need any help with that skeleton of yours. Those things on his back, they're a crazy set of arms. They kind of like run off his blood.
Let's see about...
Garrett is probably a
So if
little
you need
bit
anything
quiet.
like that, then he might be a guy to
Ah,
talk to.
thank you for the praising, mate.
Okay, well, I just know our engineers are very busy right now.
Garrett should be a mite quieter at least. Shouldn't need to worry about the flux too badly.
Hopefully not. That's until, what was it, the ghost of Elvis comes by? I remember you saying that.
I am pretty sure Raylan told you that story.
It's like, dead people to come back as a ghost.
Aye, it's great. At this point, I've helped service his bloody vehicle like 3 times now.
Oh lord.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to work there, you go for
I do all
I
it.
had your nickname.
What was that?
How long have you had your nickname?
About a year or so. Year and a half, I'd wager.
Did the backpack come before the name, or the name after
Name
the
came
backpack?
after. Name came after the pack. Name was cause of the pack, really. Kin was calling me Big Arms. And it just evolved into just being Armsy.
Should have called you Big Iron. Would have been a good one.
Yeah. Armsy kind of rolls better than Big Arms.
Big Iron.
I agree.
Hey,
Iron on his head.
careful with that, that's the forge.
the wrong way.
Hey, careful that tail doesn't get stuck in twine.
I made a magical, like, hoverboard once.
That's fine.
Ironwood.
You'll be right. Hell yeah.
Made some, like, mana amplified, like, some gloves that, like, stores.
Keep seeing that cat wander around.
It's not.
Aye, 'tis a strange crazy.
That cat is an anomaly, I swear to God.
This is what I've made.
Cripes, I wouldn't be surprised.
What's it do?
I've always had a hard time using that.
Oh yeah, the cat is doing it again.
Doing
It's
what?
gonna keep coming, by the way. It's gonna keep coming, like...
Well, like the equivalent of trying to have to count sheep.
Yeah.
I can understand what you mean in saying the cat's an anomaly if it's doing that.
Yeah, no, you see?
Put it on me.
Here it is again.
You know, here I first thought it just walked out and it walked back in. I didn't notice, but
No,
you're right.
I think it actually teleports. Charles?
Strange, mysterious.
No, never mind. It's not Charles.
no, it doesn't have the
sure,
throat
what you
trying to.
got?
I need to put yellow paint on my damn.
Use your words, mate.
I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, I need to put yellow paint on my jacket so it says not Charles on it.
I mean, at the very least, the instant you speak it, we at least know you're not Charles, just because you don't sound like a gravel beach trying to choke on sand.
I'm good at it anyway.
That's what happens when you live in the Necropolis.
Listen, you'll figure it out.
It'll be right.
Bye, boys.
Then what I got scrapped to sell?
He's got scrap if you want to take over on that.
Yeah, like I said, come on, what you got?
Hey. Why is I can't do
Hey, at
this?
least it's nice and warm next to the forge.
How
Pristine Nuka-Cola if you want that.
Hey. To be fair, I don't intend to stay near the forge, just because, you know, it may have a risk of overheating me.
With the new parts, highly unlikely.
Yeah, I can see
With the new parts, I'll definitely take a good chunk longer.
Just be careful not to sit by it too long. Easy. The cat's still doing it.
I don't really know how long it does that.
Infinitely, it seems. Won't be too surprised.
I suppose.
Let's see. I'll take...
Can only assume it keeps doing that until someone stops it.
How does 300 credits sound?
Valley kitties in an infinite loop.
You can keep the sodas in there.
Over there, this is a very severe case of flux.
By then, there's probably enough for you times 2.
Thanks.
There's like 4 sodas in that thing.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
1-to-1 if you want your gut to stop flowing.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, you too.
Aye. So how long does that kitty bother doing that? Is it just until someone stops it?
No idea.
I wouldn't know. What can we do you for?
You have back problems.
Every day of my life.
Touche.
Is there a woman?
He's good again.
I don't think that's why.
Oh, it kind of is. No, he's kind of.
Yeah. I mean, they have, you know, they have tits.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
My man.
I understood that part.
That's. I have energy. Better
Somebody
get.
in here, actually? Sorry, I should follow you.
Dude, I don't know. I didn't read the notes. That's a cat.
The cat's been doing that over the past 5 minutes.
Curse us with bad luck.
I'll take care of the cat.
No, you won't.
If I
That thing's
fall in
cool.
and I
Kitty ain't doing no harm.
It disappeared.
Probably wiser to just leave it be.
Down in there.
No, it's gone.
It seems to be stuck in a constant loop.
Oh.
Doctor,
And somebody, I don't show one avatar.
I'm pretty sure cats naturally do that. Oh, look, no, there it is. See? My apologies. Go on.
I was about to say, does the cat only keep doing that until someone stops it, or
I have no.
does it just eventually
I have
get
no clue. I
bored?
don't really know.
Maybe try poking it.
Yeah, touched your interdimensional cat. That sounds like a great
It'll
idea.
only go well. That appears to be
Absolutely.
suffering a loop.
What do you mean?
Either that or just inducing it just to try and drive us nuts.
How are you allergic? I don't think you have a respiratory system.
Yeah, I do have lungs. Those are lungs.
Those aren't lungs enough.
Better than your lungs. Organic.
Clean, fresh air. Original air. Oh, original lungs.
Fresh air. The air down here is anything but fresh.
Touch me. Touch me. Get away from me. Stay back.
It'll be cold, but it sure as shit ain't gonna be fresh.
It's not recycled, but let's just say that the ventilation units aren't working properly.
I mean, we have an open air incinerator, for fuck's sake.
Well, it's kind of open air, kind of.
Well, kind of, aye, but you know, smoke. I didn't even look up, so I don't know if there is ventilation system above the bloody thing. And if there ain't, then well, the smell of smoke is just gonna.
Cat.
And if there ain't, the smell of smoke is just gonna inevitably waft throughout the mega
I mean,
building.
look, one of the other employees in garage here, I remember them patting that cat a lot, so it's probably fine.
Well, if that's the case, it's probably fine to touch.
Yeah.
Not that I'm really gonna try, it seems to just be minding its own business.
Damn
it, I was hoping Toronto was here so I could take a picture of my butt in his face. I feel good today. I feel relaxed.
That's one thing to walk into garage to say. Jesus, wait.
I like bullying Toronto, and a picture of my butt in his face seemed funny at the time.
What?
You know, if I planned it out, you know, it's probably not as funny. Now I'm realizing it's not very funny at all. So I'm just gonna go find something else to do.
Wait,
Yeah.
He's extremely busy. Don't you know he has plans?
He's got plans. Big boss man has a schedule to keep. 5 p.m. balance the count to the bar, 6 p.m. bully Toronto, 7
We're
p.m.
making girders. Big ones.
Girdles?
Girders.
Girders.
What was that, the 14th time that cat's walked in?
Construction work.
I wasn't keeping count. Probably 20 for all I know.
Neither was I.
He's paying you guys for that.
An old former employee is made the water. He's using it to repair or make new buildings in the place he lives.
I forget. Marcus is part of animal control, ain't he?
There he is.
I mean, Aiden's here too.
God, it's going hard out there.
Maybe if we distract the cat, he'll come out again.
I mean, I'm not sure.
You want to try calling it?
I mean, I doubt as a garage would carry two now with us.
Kitty, 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 kitty. Hey, psst, psst. Kitty. Come here, kitty.
Oh, you called its attention.
Come here. Come here. Good morning, how are you?
Oh, the loop in us.
Oh, the weird, bizarre,
I saw you coming to the
little loop.
and I see you with
Aye, there's nothing. No sign that it was, like... No sign it was actually, well, down there for very long. So I can only assume it's weird time loop shenanigans.
Strange, mysterious, unknowable. I'm going to use this as a seat.
If it works, eh?
Shit, I didn't open OVR. Shit.
Oh, aye. You know that helicopter lass I was talking about?
What about them? Aside from the fact that they're probably in your warehouse.
Most likely with barricade, eh? But I do know, like, when Tarrant bloody saw her, his first instinct was assuming she was looking for Energon, which I'm assuming is the power source of those things.
Likely.
And just immediately was like, no, we don't fucking have it.
So on the one hand, I probably should. It's probably not. What were we gonna say? Never mind.
Yeah, well.
Back on the loop again.
It. Strange thing.
Black.
Yeah, no bother, eh?
All things strange. I need to replace one of my own of those.
Try and get a replacement for your lathe.
Yeah, most of
there
the
it is again.
internals are getting a little old. I don't get it.
Well, it's not doing the loop no more, it's heading somewhere else.
This place could do with a 3D printer.
But materials to source it for a second printing would probably be a bit of a nuisance. Probably a little difficult to turn steel and titanium into string.
If worst comes to it, you could just, like... Well, it doesn't have to be string, you can literally have metal powder and have that be in the printer.
Fair argument. Maybe we could bring it up to Tarrant. Raleigh, our swords.
Maybe. That's the one with the red jacket, right?
Hey.
I don't know.
Me free coalition mates.
Hello there, Hamzy.
I'll do, Mercer.
What's new?
And nice to see you too, XC.
Anything new around?
Not too much. Well, aye, 'tis the season, ain't it? After all, seeing the bloody shit that 12s and IX were up to last time I were here. Might as well get into the spirits. If only a little bit, because I don't think I can pull off a coat like that. Like that bloody fat bearded bastard does, but never mind. No, I mean, I doubt I could pull off that coat either, but... I mean, he's stashed, but he's not bearded.
You think?
I don't think I could pull off that coat even if I could fit.
In order to make it actually fit, we'd have to cut a big giant hole in the coat.
I just have it fit properly.
You can make a your-sized coat out of my coat.
Howdy.
Hello there, Charles.
I was looking for Hamsky. Hamsky ain't here, so...
Hamsky was here a moment ago, looking to bully Taranto, but Tarant weren't here, so...
Brother.
How are you holding up?
Brother.
He's your brother.
Here we have Charles and Red Charles.
It's Jason.
Red Charles.
Jason.
I had to make the joke because your goggles are green and red.
Clean Charles and Charles. Yeah, we just need the one ranger to have blue
I
goggles
guess
to
the
come
coat is cleaner. You know, I want... It's a
Clean Charles and Charles. That is so rude.
Alright, which one's the clean one? And then...
No, look, I'm Charlie, he's Charles.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be even more confusing saying it like that.
His vocal cords sound worse than mine when I put them before I had them replaced.
Aye, Charles has got a lung infection, I forget.
Crypto fella. It was nice seeing you, fellas. Have a lovely
Aye,
day.
I've seen you get arms like I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, yes.
I've seen you
Yeah. Probably shouldn't be taking up this corner too much, otherwise I could become part of the support team.
True.
Yeah, well.
It's pretty quiet in here today, isn't it?
Well, aye, when there ain't a bloody ghost Elvis driving in with his head gasket shot again.
Don't say that, he might walk in again.
I mean, hey, I at least appreciate being able to tune a bloody ghost car, if no one else. It is still funny thinking back on it.
Strange how it sounded without context.
Hey. Oh, I could see me favourite Simeon up there. I mean, to be fair, it's hard not to spot him half the time.
True.
He's only got a mild advantage because he's blended in with the rest of the light. I was about to say, that's just so that you can have something to do, or you're not that cold.
No, I'm just shaking. I've got restless legs.
Good, mate.
I do R6.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Hey. If I didn't know any better, I'd assume his legs were shaking because he's been away from his lass for so long.
I know about him and his lass. They're my neighbors.
Aye, yes, you said.
I can only imagine what that entails.
People can hear your bloody prayer music, and in turn you can hear them bloody going at it. Nope. You're not the only one the Flux has an eye for.
It's... the music stuff drops and... way too bloody loud, those two. Not to mention how the other couples on the floor below me.
Christ. Did they ever go in?
Was it name Loss?
Why'd you just call me?
Listen, just because Raylan were here before, don't mean I keep bringing in a new lass every bloody week.
No, I'm asking what's her name.
And it's a lad. Thank you very much.
Hey.
I'm Silas. Nice seeing you.
Hi, Mike. No, seriously, what's your name? I didn't get it.
Hey. I think the easiest way to describe it is he's the one that helped build me arms and also fix them after that bloody war concluded.
Right.
After, you know, some of the joints quite legitimately fused together during that little confrontation near the end.
Sounds so good.
Really is a quiet day here, huh?
Hey, well, we're not being inundated with whatever orders or car or vehicles roaming in. We're just, well, hanging around.
Very much.
Hey.
At this point, I almost hope the ghost of Elvis comes in with a car.
To be fair, he's funny. And it was kind of amusing on Tarrant being really confused as to why I wasn't really giving that much of a shot on the head, on the bloody engine trying to spew blood at me. Because it's a ghost. Ghosts are trying to fucking scare you.
That shouldn't make sense, but it does.
Yeah, no, I think Tarrant said almost the exact same thing. But I'm at least trying to get into the festive spirit, at least. At least as much as little as I reasonably can, anyway, without having to change myself as much as 12s and IX did. I do Novi.
Привет. How's everything going on in here?
Quiet, aside from weird, anomalous cat loops.
Ain't bloody much. I'm enjoying my corner.
It's just a cat going, like...
Said anomalous?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I think it's just a cat either encountering a time loop somehow, or it just has a habit of doing that just to weird us out.
I'm willing to bet the latter.
It's probably magic. I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
Okay.
It was just giving me...
Because if
It was...
actually...
Yeah.
I actually have to do my Russian job. I'm going to solve it.
Alright, alright. Well, I mean, it's not happening no more, so I'm assuming it was properly the latter in that case. We were just going to entrance to, like, down into that little crevice and then just vanishing, and then doing it again.
Gotcha.
I see. Have you tried capturing it? Probably put it in some kind of box at the end.
Yeah. I mean, I theorized it was probably just in some weird time loop that'd probably break when someone tried to stop it. But I mean, it seemed to stop on its own. I mean, it's a small little black cat. It'll probably be found around the place. Dark as this place is, it can't be that hard to spot. Yeah. But other than that, no, nothing.
Pretty much just doing my rounds.
Hey, fair on, Novi. Yeah.
So aside from the ghost of Elvis coming in here, what else ends up walking in? Or driving in some cases.
Occasionally, since I think we managed to sort out that weird, like, worker Joe problem. Unless they're gonna start coming in again, despite it. Weird turn of the millennium, like, grey bald synths. I don't think they were sent. I'm pretty sure they're not properly sentient. Or at the very least, they're sentient but not sapient. So I'm pretty sure 3 of them were killed at this stage. At least in the rack itself. We had to drain them of bloody old hydraulic fluid. I mean, hey, can make use on it at least. Old synths that may need it, or if I really want to just see about having the next stage of the backpack plan actually swap over.
Well, unfortunately, the new pack and stuff is relying on the blood method still, and I cannot be fucked to change it over. We're already, like, most of the way through.
And that's fair. And I doubt I'd need a Mark III any road. Besides, I like not needing to worry about cuts.
To improve.
It's nice not needing to worry about cuts and stabs in my line of work, at least. Especially considering, you know, the fucking war.
Maybe worry a little bit. The cuts and stabs aren't nice. Just in any capacity.
But they make you look real nice.
How well can you even... I'm wondering about something. How well can you swim?
What if?
How well can you swim, mate?
I haven't really tested, because, you know, there ain't exactly swimming pools in the bloody deserts.
Yeah, I was at the job for the canal last week.
Oh, yeah, I did hear. I'm just almost drained.
Turn on the bloody thing. Yeah. So someone's dead. Well, that person got slashes, okay. Pretty sure they're okay. I'm alive, sounds good enough for me.
I mean, you're walking around just fine and dandy, anyway.
Well, tough bastard, what can I say?
Hey.
Aren't most people?
True, true. I mean, as I do recall saying during the interview, these arms can handle, well, fairly reasonably handle up to 50 caliber. But, you know, me skull ain't exactly got the same resilience. I'm assuming with Marcus just sitting down, either the cat's already been dealt with or it's not been brought to his attention. He is part of animal control, isn't he?
Isn't that small cat that's usually around or some new cat?
Yeah.
Some stupid.
Queer anomalous kitty.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Gotcha.
No appears to be happening around. Perhaps we could at least see about briefly taking a break. And see if that tempts fate enough to actually give us something to fucking do.
More or less, we'll see. Yep.
Hey.
Well, it's not bad, even if this arm doesn't really need it. This one does.
True, true. I wouldn't be surprised if you can output the same bloody amount of force onto one of those bags as I can.
I have stated I'm able to lift at least a buggy with this. Puts a bunch of strain on the shoulder, but I am able to lift an entire buggy.
You know, because that's a lot of because all the weight has to go somewhere.
Exactly. And while most of it ends up going to the mechanical arm, the rest of it does slowly go onto the shoulder, which isn't nice.
Aye, inevitably. I do trunk.
Hey, calm down. He'll come at us.
Fish.
He always does, okay? You don't trust me.
No, just graffiti. Spotting graffiti, the bloody slug cacks. Pretty sure. I could have sworn they were supposed to be a solution to the U-type problem, but I haven't seen them around much. Assuming it probably failed.
Yeah, whatever.
I did, Teensy.
That wasn't me. That was someone else. I don't know who. What's your name?
Hello.
Still not used to looking down when talking to somebody.
Oh, you know, I'm small, so yeah.
Well, aye. Fair on.
Sorry.
I hurt my neck because I have to do this for most people.
Continue on with what we were talking about that.
Fair enough. Take care.
Okay, so unbelievable.
No, you're not getting up the stairs as much
Aye,
as
it's
once.
up the stairs to the gym. Used to have a gander in no tail, say.
Well, I know the way to the gym. I was sitting around there when waiting for you to come back from the fox.
Oh. Fair on in that case.
I've heard tales of the Waffle House. I'm not going.
What's wrong with the Waffle House?
I've heard it's... It's been a while since I heard a fucking Waffle House be mentioned.
First I heard on it. Got your tails fluffy, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a nice place. Oh, jeez.
So God, your tail is fluffy.
No wonder you're a lover.
Yeah.
So it's like some sort of fight club? Where...
I do more.
Jacko is just for show and he's talking to you?
Sorry. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of voices around me. Apologies.
I have just invited these two to fight Finder.
Ah.
Considering you have experience, perhaps you should tell them about it.
Oh, yeah, certainly can. I know I remember nattering to it about 500 to Exy and Mercer at one point, if I recall. Hey. So aye, 500 is mainly a, well, or at least the main location is mainly a big old stadium for it. Center point converted into a nice little arena with ring outs and such. Nice place, you go up, you'll be able to sign up and queue for a fight. usually it's nice and organized at the very least. I believe under the nature of these kinds of things, you usually tend to... I mean, the tagline is fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, but, you know, most people have a habit of congregating at the stadium anyway.
So you get some uninvited guests, I guess?
On occasion. I mean, to be fair, usually when it comes to proper fight finder business, both parties usually need to be like, hey, you want to fight? And it should be like, hey.
I'll keep an eye on it.
At the very least, there's very little risk of dying at Fight Finder Mind, because, well, any death matches need to be mutually consented.
So you've had people die at this thing, so...
Not detecting anything.
Hey.
I see.
She ended up spilling a whole
You'll end up
shit
getting
ton of
killed.
oil.
At least it's...
Hey, but, you know, both parties need to consent to the idea for it to even be allowed to happen in the first place. Plus, there's medical staff on standby if nothing else.
I'll give you more information.
Question, how many people have died at this fight?
Rarer than you think. No.
Yeah, I don't think people want to die for a measly fight.
I know you're joking,
unless they have something really...
Most people don't have a habit of wanting to die unless they have a grudge. I know I saw Peep go in for a death match against an old rival of his and ended up biting his head off.
Oh!
Quite proper grudge scenario. It was during October, if I recall. So, at the very least, he put the metal jaw he had at the time to use.
I do not do play fighting.
Mama saying that LF would take people and make them into that.
Plus, the main goal of it is usually show fighting type of stuff, showmanship. Put on a good show alongside a good fight. And well, Jin, who frequents this bloody gym, certainly managed to, you know, win the crowd's attention right easy. I definitely know Butch was there for it.
Unexpected. Not really turned out fight.
No, yay. I know I fought Butch at the stadium, and while he won, I did give him a right run for his money.
Really? You didn't shock your big mechanical arms there and turn them off?
I had thought about that, mainly because of other folk that had electricity as their powers. So these arms are actually incredibly well insulated, so electricity ain't gonna bother it too much. Heat, on the other hand, well,
right,
I've been trying to mitigate that weakness with me mate here.
Oh, yes. It does indeed.
Yeah, you can't really get a good mix between electricity and heat.
I ended up over-insulating it, so while the arms became basically immune to electricity and could just be charged themselves, overheating was a serious risk.
We are working on a solution which is just putting...
You ever have them like flat out just melt on you, like full on just...
Not as yet, but, well, not as yet, but, well, considering the fuel source is my own blood, I'd rather not have me literal blood start boiling.
The traffic is horrible.
Traffic jam.
Hang on, we can just pass you all the way out there. We can just pass you all the way out there. Come here.
So yeah, what time is this fight finder?
If I recall right, when it comes to Eastern Zephyrian times, I believe, well, it's on a different world, mind, but converted to actual time zone there, it would be 6:30 or so.
How you doing today, Stone?
If I recall right, my own clock says midnight, but that's probably because I haven't bothered with daylight savings in like a good fucking half a decade. If I recall right, they're plotting a little test run actually later tonight if you're willing.
Had a good time with Winterhide over at some shop that
test
kept
run?
selling oversized.
What do you mean?
Basically to try and have it run on this day as well, because they usually only tend to run it on Mondays.
It was over at
Oh.
Champion District, huh?
So everyone heads home. Try and catch some people
Hey.
keep on going.
Plus, as far as I'm told, Pathfinder is apparently televised.
I may have to do my job again.
Although that might just simply be because it's a, well, show fighting type place, so, you know, pulling I knew where he's last.
Another new set of clothes, I see.
But I'm a regular fighter there.
You gotta lose some of the blubber anyway. Looks nice.
Thank you.
I'm seeing you looking cute with your little hat on.
Well, it's not like you're well, what can I say? I like to look good. Both fighting and normally, eh? You seem to have a habit of doing the same.
Do you think there's anyone suitable for Cody to fight the Pathfinder, huh?
My friend, I will see you around. My other friends will be on.
I have seen many people.
But hey, that flamethrower idea is pretty neat, although probably wise to keep it under wraps. Just so I could see about surprising a good chunk of fighters, eh?
If there wasn't, I would just order
You know, mention it after I actually, brought it up twice. You know what? The fuck you.
I only heard it the second time. I think the Flux might be trying to hassle you at that point.
I'm talking about the stadium at the very least. Kind of tired of standing around. And I'm also tired of the Flux.
Hey, the Flux is unfortunately always a problem. I was gonna say, see about taking a seat, I'll finish explaining.
There are some pretty interesting people.
Oh,
Don't worry, there is no one. It is only hole with ocean.
Is there no wall? If I partially just fall off like a stage, is it like, oh, it's called the Sky Stadium, isn't it?
Why?
It is hovering.
Do you want to learn how to fly, Cody? We can start
Hey,
with that ledge.
you'll fall,
Cody.
but-
We can start with that ledge. You can
No,
practice
no,
on
no,
how to fly.
Wait.
It's not funny.
Alright.
Ironically, you do
Alright,
land on
back to
something
you,
soft
back
if
to
you end up
you,
falling off of the ring. So you don't need to worry that
Terrifying you
much.
can lift me like that with ease.
Oh, you got some adrenaline now, huh?
Well, I need to demonstrate with mine.
Why can't
But hey,
Lights on your armor
What was that?
is nice.
oh yeah, I managed to figure out how to change the lights on the armature. Tried to at least get in the festive spirit and all.
Haunted.
Excuse?
I'm going to check who's inside of the gym.
Don't ask me, ask them.
I need a
What,
moment
gym's haunted?
afterwards.
I mean, not too surprising.
But Cody,
What I heard.
if we're gonna go to fight,
I don't know,
we're going to
unless
go
I start
to,
seeing Ghost
something
Elvis trying to box
deep
Bucks
here
Blackstone,
later.
then
You know, you should
not really
have
too
a
sure on
little
that.
bit of experience.
I mean, that would be a funny sight.
Sounds hilarious.
It would be a brilliant sight. If only we could find an excuse to get Ghost Elvis into Pathfinder, that would be hilarious. But ain't bother. I'd say they're properly interested.
Excuse me, hi, get the fuck out! The gym is closed temporarily until we figure out this ghost situation. Get out of here!
Ghost? What, like Ghost Elvis?
Okay,
Yeah,
understand.
there's a damn ghost whispering everybody here and shit! Sir, look, I work here, bro. You yell at me, look, you tell me what to do again, I'm gonna kick you out of here, sir.
Listen,
I
Butch.
understand. I am out.
It's like, Butch, you can see the comparison in ear size compared to his and yours, eh? Mine's on the
I understand,
Mine's only
please
on.
quiet it down on occasion.
Mine's only on par with
Armsy.
yours because I don't wear ear protection in a workshop.
Armsy.
I
get paid by my boss to do shit like this. Okay?
Well,
Shut
alright.
the fuck up and stop trying to talk to me about quieting down. Get out of here!
Alright, bloody fine. Cripes.
Trying to talk to me about
Oh.
quieting down. Get out of here! Kick you out of here, sir. System wasted. Get out of here!
Okay, the game did not like that. Jesus. Oh, fucking shite. Guess it jumped from you to me.
No, it has not jumped ship in any capacity. It's being a nuisance for both of us. Let's go. I don't want to get in more trouble. Jesus Christ.
Alright, shite.
I want Butch fucking Blackstone yelling into my ear, making me go deaf.
Alright, shite and Christ.
Good.
Hey. If you're looking to go to the gym, it's closed right now.
Oh, okay. We were told there were ghosts.
Aye, ghost problems apparently. And Butch ain't exactly being fucking quiet about it.
And the Flux is being a fucking nuisance. Oh my god.
Sheesh. Hey, Flux tried to nab me fiercely, Jesus. Some people seem to take more reasonably to ghosts than others, it seems. I guess at garage it's more expected.
So if there's a ghost in the place, can you at least be more calm about it? And oh, there's the Flux again. I guess I can't, like, walk around peacefully. Jesus Christ.
No, that happens when it comes to this. That happens when it comes to the bloody tunnels here. There always seems to be a weird, like, fluxing checkpoint between one street to the next.
Leeches, I'm running blue.
Leeches? Oh, I actually know.
Aye, well, let's calm it a bit. Hey. Oh, you've got.
God. This is unbearable, Flux. Jesus.
Oh, Christ. Aye, sometimes the Flux just fucking grabs you and don't even let go. Shite and nonsense.
Oh my god.
Like, either it just makes it unbearable enough that you just give in and just get sent, then just get ripped away, or it eventually just leaves you alone once it's had enough. Don't rightly know.
Apparently it seems like it hasn't had enough, and oh well. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. Maybe folk are accidentally wearing too heavy a clothing around here. Either that or the Flux is just really not fucking happy with you.
Oh no, maybe it's something to do with the medieval knights when we just surprised.
Yeah, they seem fine. I mean, I'm not exactly part of security. I'm not sure what training they'd have to see what specific pieces of clothing are exactly too heavy.
Who knows at this point? I hardly even care.
Yeah, well. Oh yeah, we can head into. This place leads to, I believe, the meeting hall, if I recall right. Though we've only used it once so far.
I know, I came through here just to try and meet back up with you.
Oh, yeah.
And so, whilst I did wander off to the gym when you got annihilated by the flux, I also just walked down here for the other entrance.
Hey. Alternative entrance to Mega Building, eh?
I could tell that much.
If no tilts.
I just
don't know.
I always keep forgetting about the fact that my eyes emit a small glow in the darkness. First there were weird stickman decorations, and now there's, well, proper decorations like these. Although definitely more holographic in nature, at least.
At least it looks relatively nice. Better outside.
Hey. Yeah, I am tempted to go to that test run, you know. After all, I am still looking for excuses to end up clobbering someone, especially when, you know, the flux is, well, being that much of a bastard to me mates, it makes me want to clobber something. Plus a nice way to distract myself from how fucking hot you look, Jesus Christ.
What?
You fucking hurt me.
I know it's December, but I didn't think you flirt that hard. You don't normally do that.
Maybe it's because of the fact that I actually have a bloody last now. Now I'm getting a little bit more brazen about it. Who knows?
Probably. Well, I'm too surprised. Also, that's the first time properly actually hearing about you and Rayland.
Well,
At first I thought it was a joke from the other rabbits.
Well, they probably make that joke even if we weren't actually properly together. Which I'm assuming that's what you were going for on that. But no.
At first I assumed it was a joke, then I started to actually question later. Are they serious? It looks like they're being serious, I won't be too surprised. Fuck it, I'll find out later.
Hey. Surprise, surprise, that is the case. I think the only way I can sit on this bench is if I have the pack dangling over the little armrest.
Probably.
I suppose it couldn't hurt to try.
Oh, careful you don't break anything.
What's up?
I do.
Hey, Robin. I have no idea what the fuck was going on with the gym being haunted and all that.
Apparently being haunted, and evidently they have a lot less of a calm reaction to how we are whenever Ghost Elvis shows up.
I mean, to be honest, I offered to help, but Hansky said no homely. So I can't exercise the ghost, so...
Literally a person with means to solve the fucking problem and they won't let you. Their loss. He wants to keep that Bally screaming about it. I'm amazed he even has a voice.
It might be the closest thing this place has to an actual priest around here.
Yeah, it's probably around somewhere.
I might just become a priest in the first place.
Religion in this area.
God's a home religion, so... You know what? That's it. I'm applying for a priest license when I can. Just because I can.
Fair enough.
Don't you let us stop you.
Gospel of the Golden Throne. Well, there's a few things in the thing, because trust me, those tobacco's been not nice to others, but a few phones. Who knows? I'm afraid we figured out.
Do you see these decorations? Am I seeing
Hey, it's not the stickman this time.
hologram projection? Yes.
Still holographic in nature. Nice to know it's working at the very least. And I guess in that case, most of the weight of me is dangling off the edge. So I guess I don't need to worry that much about, well, this fucking bench caving in.
Who exactly is projecting these is still a mystery. I'd like to find out at some point.
I would be too surprised if I stood up and suddenly the entire end starts tipping because of the weight.
Ah, shit, that would be funny. Don't let me get off first before we end up testing that. Sheesh. Not used to sitting like that, but not unwelcome.
Oh, hello, Jonah.
Eh? We'll see after or not.
I don't question. Well, Jack, I don't question what you and Raylan get up to. You shouldn't be questioning what me and Jonah get up to.
Here, I thought he was just asking you something a little innocuous.
No. If anything, it's not really that. If anything, it's not really that much of importance. Not really something that should be kept under wraps in egg capacity. Just letting me know that the medicine I gave him may be wearing off relatively soon.
Oh, you're gonna have a fucking problem when you get home. Assuming he's at your home and not ours.
That's for sure. He's probably gonna come to mine. Not too surprising.
You'll live.
I mean, true. I've survived actual war, so.
True. You've survived actual war. You can survive an accountant.
I've survived actual war and a very explosive lab experiment.
Oh,
so,
aye. Right.
Oh well. Flux is being a nuisance as always. Oh well.
Oh well.
This spot looks relatively nice.
Hey. Definitely a lot nicer than it used to look. No mistake.
But who to imagine being married in this spot? You and Raylan or me and Jonah?
Shut the fuck up, mate. In all likelihood, probably you and him first. Because then, you know, you two got together faster than we did.
Well, you never know. You could make plans for it first before we actually end up thinking of it.
Cripes. That'd probably take a good couple of probably take a good string of drunken nights when I have the pack off for that to properly end up happening at that point. Actually, I do realise that
Doesn't hurt to joke about both.
Well, there's Marcus over there, man and his dog. Very large, mangy dog. Not the worst kind of pupper I've seen.
At least it's not running amok through the entire place.
Fair on, or I presumably not experiencing time anomalies or whatever the fuck. Shall we see about heading back to gym?
Will you believe?
To garage, rather.
I doubt it still. So I was about to say, I doubt the gym is unhaunted by now.
No, not without Arxix to actually deal with the fucking problem.
We can go to garage, come on.
Hey. And, well, as you said, you didn't expect to be flirting this, well, presumably A, this quickly, and B, that notably. And mind you, and for fuck's sake, A, it's December, the pack can only stop so much, and B, I think I could drop the arrow of my usual arrow aceness thanks to Lynn.
Oh, that's fair.
I have no idea what person is causing this.
I would be too surprised if you dropped the ace part too.
Oh, come off it.
Oh, there's the fox again. There we go.
Because you're heading into a more populated spot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And as annoying as it is, complaining about it ain't gonna really solve it. If anything, I might just make him more emboldened just out of nuisance.
Ah, much better.
Apologies. You need out?
Are you able to smelt down like little golden teeth into like scraps of gold?
We can certainly smelt down metals, eh?
I have 7 golden teeth.
And you got this presumably from prize fighting instead of mugging a yellow teeth lad.
Yes.
Very well. Let me get one of the little forging pans.
How do we do with some of a man and we wagered valuables and I wagered his teeth.
At the very least, I can make a small, well, gold bar out of this. Alongside whatever alloys may end up being in this in the first place. Gold as a material on its own is surprisingly soft. So I won't need to worry about having to grab the heavy-duty forge pan for this. Alright. Alright. Let's see about putting this in the forge for about 5 minutes. At the very least, the pan at least has taller handles, so I can at least grab it back out when I need it.
Shouldn't take 5 minutes, but...
I mean, it's not going to be pure gold, it's a gold alloy. Well, I mean, most likely gold alloy, if no one else.
We'll just have to see. I want to keep an eye on
Well, 5 minutes can pass by surprisingly quick. I do.
So far I count 3.
3, okay. Because I was like, there's one that's looking for his friend, and you look like you have a different style of armor, kinda.
No. Wait till Lisa and the other was wandering around.
What? One did what?
He was wandering. The other.
Yeah, the other one?
Are you ready to relieve himself?
Poker's still up there, it seems, so either he's still trying to tell people to sod off, or things have calmed down a bit.
I'm not exactly too willing to test the flux me try and take me again. And I'm too pissed off for that right now.
It's alright. Right. That should do. Oh, right, proper molten gold, or whatever it is. A bit of silver in there. Just pop that on the table. Right, when that properly, well, cools down, you'll at least have a, well, gold alloy ingot to work with. Not need too much bother, at the very least. Probably about 50 credits, I'd wager.
I have 40.
You only have 40 You only have 40 credits.
Can I give you this? I think it's a spark plug. With the credits.
Currency and goods. That'll do. We can find a use of the spark plug any road. Alright. Alright. Let me just see here. Oh. Yeah, solidified. There we are. Oh. There you are. Your little smelted down bar of metal.
I gotcha.
Take care of yourself, mate. Hey. Weren't too much effort, and he provided the materials himself, so ultimately the price came down to basically all the credits he had, which was 40, plus a spark plug he managed to obtain. So hi, we can make use on it.
Well, I think maybe after today I'm gonna look into the whole priest thing, just 'cause I can.
Probably wise.
It'll be an interesting set. Well, it'll be an interesting thing to add to my whole repertoire of things. Well, there's actually not an actual priest around these parts anyway, so.
To be fair, it's not like there's exactly space for a church around here. Porch panel need just a little bit of a clean, but otherwise it's fine.
Because technically, if I become one, I can also become an ordained minister, so I can marry people if they want. There's like a wedding in a while ago, so.
I still remember that wedding. I say that knowing damn well I weren't any fucking there for it. Nice to at least do summit. And after all, you know.
Matters. Right back to being quiet.
Hey, all things considered, considering what I could properly clean, I think you might be wanting to enjoy this quiet while you can.
What do you mean by that?
You know how the Freehorns get during December. And not too good, you're gonna have one of them waiting for you in your home.
Well, true. True. You're surprisingly big down there. I'm going to say that right now.
You don't need to say that to me.
Well, I just did.
Oh my fucking lord, Silas. I don't need to know how big me brother is. Jesus whipped. Hi, Ollie. Sorry.
That's alright.
Got 40 creds from recent brief bit of, well, smelting down alongside a spark plug, because apparently that's all the bastard actually had to pay with. To be fair, weren't that much of a job, just smelted down like 7 gold teeth.
Fair enough.
And hey, if he says he got it from prize fighting, then hey. I doubt a person looking like a fucking medieval knight is gonna go around clocking pimps in the jaw hoping to get their teeth.
That does sound funny.
That does sound funny, but it sounds like more of if Trunk Monkey goes off the bend.
Yeah, probably.
Open the garage.
I do. Anything we could do for you, lass?
You wouldn't mind if I borrowed your furnace for a minute, would you?
It depends on what you need it for.
Some Pokemon did a fucking dent in my compartment. I need to hammer it out.
Ah.
Fine, sure.
Oh, I see.
Right there.
Oh.
Dent is the metal is bent in.
Good lord. Aye, that's proper dented. And I doubt it would be reasonable to just take it apart just to rebuff the plating.
Well, it's not too difficult to just take out that particular cylinder.
Yeah, your call.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't see why not.
Hey.
Sick.
Just adhere to safety just adhere to safety at least. Don't you burn yourself, etc. There. At some points I really do have to think like I'm a moving truck in order to actually be able to stand in certain spots.
Might as well be one of your some cases.
Aye, a bit of a wide load, aye. But hopefully we can get that idea done for January at least.
Hopefully. Maybe in the future we can make a slim model of the entire arms.
Some of that still has the same hydraulic, well, capabilities, but... or at least lifting capabilities, but not exactly necessarily needing the punching.
Thanks. Something that takes up less space at the very least. I had to make a dedicated storage area just for like arm pieces and but also older models because you weren't willing to actually hold on to them.
In fairness, you're the one that helped design it in the first place. I figured I was wanting you to keep it as memento's sake.
If only they were easier to store, but oh well.
You say that like I'm wanting you to keep it as is. You could hollow it out and turn it into a right big rice ball or something.
Why a rice ball?
Oh no, that's the first food item that came to mind.
Fair enough.
Whatever.
Do you have a quench bucket?
It should be there in the corner.
I see it.
Yeah, no, it like Hansky removed it from the map, but it should be like next to the forge there.
Sick. Don't.
Hey, you two really trying to have me watch an ad?
Man, could anything get more boring? Could it?
Could be worse. Could just be you alone in here.
True.
That's how I got my job in the first place. Like, as second fucking head of this place.
Fair on, fair on. I'm assuming Tarant's either busy or just sleeping the fuck in.
Yeah, something like that.
Appreciate it. Apologies, I don't have a forge yet.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised you said like that,
Silence,
accidentally getting into a trance.
I think I'll just get out of your hair.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, Ron. At least something's happening around the garage. Better than literally
No,
nothing.
there's nothing.
Well, but there weren't always nothing. That's the major tell. That's the sticking point. I mean, hey, we had the mild amusement of the time loop cat.
You're not back.
Well,
How long do you think until Ghost Elvis shows up again?
Who knows? He shows up whenever the bloody hell he pleases.
You know, smoking's bad for you. Don't do drugs. Smoking is bad for you. Your lungs. Yep.
I need it for my anger management issues.
They make cigarettes with extra herbs in them that should calm you down better than just
straight up tobacco.
It's not
I can send you a link to
tobacco.
where I get mine.
What is it?
Yes.
Are you fucking huffing?
Yes.
At least he's honest.
What if I give you blueprints for a super complicated item?
He's got the
You're still gonna have fun making it.
I do most of my work while huffing.
At least it's all the time.
He's got the green. He's got the green rouge. Wait, hold on. That's not what it's called.
It's got green lungs. It's fine. Like the Hulk. Supercharged.
I don't.
Super big. Super strong.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope. Spotting a bloody plant I recognise.
Let's go.
Don't you say, oh, I know that person.
To be fair, he does have a habit of appearing in front of me trying to spook me.
You are very
Don't say that, you're attempting fake. Might do it again.
Lass, I could give you at least a couple reasons why I'm so tunnel visioned all the time.
I know, that's what I was joking about. You've got 2 cans on your face.
Like, fuck's sake.
It's okay. I've got bad depth perception.
I've got depth perception, mind. It's just...
Oh, they come out!
Well, it's a little bit of a procedure to make it work.
Ouch. So it just fits perfect in the socket. It's cool.
Pretty much, this is custom made.
Well, I figured.
Mine's slightly more of a hassle to get out. I have to use a screwdriver to pry it out.
True, and I don't even like looking at
Cybernetics
it.
on my eyeballs. I don't want to fuck with it. Too expensive.
This is a screwdriver to put together rather than take out type of deal.
Marcus. How do you move like that? Do it again. Hey, you articulate so well.
Jesus whipped.
Jesus Christ.
If I got some kind of saddle made or whatever, and if you're interested in like a saddle thing, it's like I can look after the leather part, but you know, the metal frame for a big tough undead dog. Cause I can ride them, and then it comes to my mind I should probably get a saddle.
Yeah, sure. We'll make you a saddle.
Saddle sounds reasonably doable.
Tell me if you need anything like measurements or whatnot in the future, and I think the only thing that I'd say from is silver, and that's it, really. I think it's good after now. Yeah. I've got the budget for it, I think.
Cool dog.
Should do, no else.
I'm willing to spend like 1,000 credits on my dog and more.
Maybe a saddle, but show me too. I'd ride some car seat.
Santa Claus. Get you Santa Claus hat.
I feel out of place sitting here without my work clothes. And it's a little chilly, so I'm gonna have to wear the tunic.
Yeah, you didn't come here expecting to bloody work.
You'll tell me how much I just need to send over to you at some point. No problem.
Obviously. I feel out of place without my jacket.
Yeah, you look nice in just a turtleneck.
Oh, thank you.
Have any of you ever actually made a saddle before?
Oh, for a cane.
Do you have
Hey.
Yeah, because I don't know if... Never made one, but I'm pretty sure we could figure something out. Just look it up, I guess.
I do recall the general shape, although we'd probably have to get measurements of the canine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need something to just visiting.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm just asking, man. What's going on here?
I don't, I'm sorry.
See about shifting a bit. Sounds like nonsense is happening outside. Which, well, that's a natural state of being.
Hey, Robin. There is there's a medieval knight in the bar, and he is high as a kite. He is.
Have you seen Mr. Charles?
He's eating the meat sticks.
No. I'm assuming if he's not at the pawn shop, he's probably elsewhere. He might be coming back.
What about Cupcake? Has Cupcake passed by today?
No, I haven't seen Cupcake today. To be fair, I haven't seen Tarrant around either. Odds are good they're likely just busy.
Yesterday I did speak with Mr. Bow, and they were having some sort of conversation about fighting something in the sewers. So maybe Mr. Cupcake is in the sewers.
Maybe. I mean, there was that canal adventure that R6 were nattering about alongside Amethyst.
Lots of people missing today, I've noticed.
Eh. Could just simply be a slow day. Who knows? Bad timing or just general? I mean, it is December. I wouldn't be surprised
What about
if some
Mr.
folk.
Toronto? I haven't seen Mr. Toronto either today.
No idea where he is. Odds are good he's busy or is sleeping in.
Understand. Well, in that case, thank you for the information.
Hey, those hands are still really nice looking. Bloody cybernetic arm replacements. Bless you.
Good thing for the synthetic heart, otherwise I would have just let this fucking chair on fire.
Oh Christ, yay. You just ignite the forge properly just by sneezing at it.
That does sound funny. It's interesting how an actual regular heart of mine even works. There's a whole combustion chamber inside that was inside my heart. It's not. It's been replaced now. It's gone.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Hey. Need to check something in the office?
Up from the dead. And Flux hates me.
Well, at the very least, you at least need to re-emerge up there if no one else, which is convenient. Me, when I wake back up from the flux, I wake back up at my bed. I guess it's generally appearing at a place of comfort and familiarity, am we? I mean, I'm no bloody flux scientist. Mainly because I don't understand the fourth dimension for shite.
That should make no sense.
Fluxologist?
Fluxologist.
No, that's not a word.
But it could be.
You're right, it could. Also, Jack, what's in my mind, actually? Hold on.
Hey. Started doing some mental neck stretching.
Lower the arms real quick, I need to actually check something.
Alright.
I need to open one of the panels.
Very well then, I'll keep it still.
No, another question. Which one have you been using the most?
Well, as of currently, or just in general?
In general, ever since new parts were put in.
I believe... No, when it came to fighting, I was using both equally. I think the left, if I recall right.
Right.
I think both are almost equal, all things considered.
Right, hold on, let me just...
Alright, just open the hatch.
Alright, yeah, just checking to make sure everything's still working just fine.
Making sure the heat sinks are working, well, at the very least aren't being overworked.
Seems to be just fine, although we'll need to replace the actual connecting solder at some point. Only just because, I need a connector using something else that's beginning to feel the strain. Everything else appears to be fine.
Right, yo.
Just making sure. Yeah, those seem to work. Well, it looks it anyway. That's not looking too nice.
Crimes.
Alright, well, it's good to know that the initial tests actually, well, before they were put on you, were in fact correct. But they should continue working for the most part. When I'm free from Jonah, at the very least, come back to the workshop.
Which is a very entertaining sentence. As I said, you'll live.
Everything in there seems to be working just fine. Let me at least check the back too. This one's a little easier to get into. I just need to pop one of these out. There we go. Now I can just get in here perfectly fine.
Right, you.
That one's everything here seems to be perfectly fine, aside from the thing used to connect the heat sinks. There's, like the others, there seems to be, you need to find something else.
Howdy, Robin.
Howdy.
Just getting some double checking maintenance from the mate who helped build these things.
And while everything's perfectly fine, just need to replace a couple things later.
I see a workshop here. Interesting.
Aye. Currently, I'm the only bloody person in garage staff that's actually here right now. To be fair, Ollie was bored out of his fucking skull.
Can't blame him.
Alright. There we are. So, what can I do you for, if anything?
Need
the
I have a cracked
tune-up?
attachment point on my chest plate.
Excuse?
I have a cracked attachment point on my chest plate.
Oh, I see. Alright, that could be reasonably fixed.
Give me a moment.
Should just need a little bit of... I see. Alright, just a good chunk of cracks in it.
Fatigue and such. Part wasn't handy down.
I probably not wanting a full replacement then.
The warehouse has not received any parts from the corporation in some time.
Alright, at the very least, like, we can help fix this up at no tilt. Get some proper metal into the cracks, see about doing a small reforge. It'll be right as rain.
Okay.
Alright, let's see about what
Is it okay
metal's
if I wait
available.
here?
What? Oh, by all means.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. Let me see about trying to get some metal from storage then. I'll just put this down and go check storage a bit. I don't know, maybe you can mull it over a little bit. God, my hands look tiny in the face cam due to this, to how this thing ends up. Let's see, which one was... That was it. Considering the look of it, probably looking to try and do silver, perhaps? Or titanium? Depends on what we have more on, really. Yeah. Good chunk of good small amount of titanium all to do. It's just needing to be poured into the cracks, really. Alright, got a good chunk of titanium here. Well, won't need that much if it's just needing to be poured into the cracks to help as a reinforcement. So let me see about grabbing a forge pan and a malleable mold. Malleable mold, forge pans in here. No, I need a heavier duty. It's titanium, not gold. Alright, malleable mold. That'll at least make sure we don't need to have a specialist mold to be able to form the thing into for the sake of forging the cracks.
True.
Forge pan.
Here real quick.
Eh?
Hand the pen here real quick.
Alright.
Just that way we can properly make use of all of the things here. Try and make this line up relatively fine. Yeah, that should be.
Yeah.
Careful not to muck up the original plate that much. Don't put too much pressure.
As I'm melting down a bit of the titanium and making sure the cracks are properly sealed. Additional metals can be used to reinforce the plating.
True. I should be fine for actually melting shit into the cracks.
Alright. To be fair, I was more doing a whole wanting to do the pour over method. Because that always feels nice seeing molten metal getting poured into cracks like that, you know?
True, but it can cause some annoying imperfections on occasion.
Aye. Let the good chunk of titanium metal in there, smelt down for a minute. Took a small amount of time for gold to properly melt down, but it'll take a mite longer for titanium, I'm afraid.
True.
Mainly choosing titanium just because the coloration of it usually will matches your chest plate, so. Otherwise, and plus titanium is at least strong enough that we don't need need to make it into an alloy for it.
True.
Right. I need to ask. I would need to ask Ollie either next time he ends up wandering in serendipitously, or just over comms about what the price range for this kind of job is. Because I've got a much different monetary philosophy compared to Ollie and Tarrant.
Don't I know it?
And that's usually, yeah, considering you just being confused on the way I do effort for effort and shit. Or effort for currency at any rate. Still remember the time you managed to... Still remember the time you managed to mollify Jesse from his little, well, payment request by just handing him a bloody toaster and be done with it? Oh, yeah, I'll do.
Where's my orc?
Oh, well.
Maybe you should focus on the hot metal in your hands rather than
Aye,
walking in.
hot metal in a pan in me hands. Alright.
Hold it still.
That'll work. Aye. Harder when you've got a top handle to worry about rather than just like holding it like it's an actual pan. But no bother. That should do it. Just let that properly sit into the cracks. Properly sit into the cracks. You already reinforced with whatever metals you were able to have when you asked me to hand the forge pan over.
Should prevent any further cracks at the very least.
So as to say that much, in comparison, this ain't as much effort as, well, Tarat did to fix up my arms the first time I came here. What was the second time? One of them. Right, let's see here.
It cooled down enough to at least move.
Hey. Hey. Set it in right quick. Oh, nice. Oh, nice ring alloy door. Nice titanium ring around the chassis at least. Should hold together just fine. Let's simmer for a couple of minutes. Alright, let's let this simmer for a couple of minutes. Or at least a few seconds for popping it out of the mold and handing it back. But how's this looking?
Much better.
Hey. Still a little bit of steam. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now the malleable mold. There you are. Should fit just fine and feel more reinforced.
Yes, that should last much longer. Stress won't be uneven.
Aye, aye. Not exactly sure what
So what do I owe you?
I'm not exactly sure what the payment rate is for this. I don't think I've been given the proper rates for it. As you consider this is using garage tools and metals for it. This is a bit more effort than it was to actually just fix up this armature. And that was 150, so trying to do a comparison point. 300?
Here's some crit sticks.
Alright. Let me just set this down and try and see about getting this into the system then. There we are. Here's an empty crit stick back. And enjoy your new plate.
Thank you.
No worries, lass.
Sure it doesn't get broken.
Hey, and well, if it breaks again, you know where to go. Let's put these away. This is definitely going to need a bloody clean next time we get a chance, but there ain't exactly a sink around. Right. All well and good. What can I do you for, real lovely mates?
Well, we're just looking for Mercer if you've seen him anywhere.
I saw him briefly pop in, but then he popped right back out, so I don't know where he went. You just accidentally having bad luck when it comes to finding? You don't need to place...
Bounty on him?
No, people will get the wrong idea if you do it like that.
You could say alive, and people would still shoot him because he said he shot.
I know a good chunk. I know from my own experience, a good chunk of mercs are sadists.
It's a possibility of what could happen.
Well, I guess it depends on whether or not you're getting a nicer merc to work with. Some people will just restrain and capture, other people will probably try and, restrain through more violent means. So it's a doubt you need to put a bounty on his head, especially when Otagoody's still wandering around here. Actually, Arzix, you spotted Mercer around?
What?
Purple coat mate with
Who's
gold
that?
arms.
Nah.
Alright. I mean, check the usual spots. I doubt he'd be the type to go wandering down to the brothel, at least on his lonesome.
Yeah, that's true. It's a possibility.
Well, alright, with that bloody coat and what you told me what you and him told me what happened to him, I can't be too surprised. I mean, you say that like I know who Coral is, but considering I've never been down to the brothel properly. Oh, Christ.
Oh, there's Guppy.
Oh, that lass, that's her name. Right. I never did properly catch her name at one point.
You know, Jack,
Hey?
I'll probably figure out at some point how to actually become a priest. Like a registered priest here, because fucking hell, your ghost stuff was weird. The fucking Jim was like Elvis fucking with people and someone prank on Butch. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, Elvis gives us money.
Exactly, look. I've been here for how long, and I always carry my good scriptures on me. Like, just get the proper paperwork done and register as an ordained preacher.
Hey, maybe you could...
Plus, there ain't no other priest here, I think, so hey, I got a niche in case...
Maybe someday you end up consecrating me brother and me mate over there.
Your brother's dating them? That you do. Them too. You know what, that's it. I become a priest, and when you guys they have a wedding, I'll be ordained minister.
Christ. See, and here's your nattering jokes about marriages happening in the mega building coming back to bite.
You say it as if I was capable of actually hearing half of what you were saying over there?
Him thinking about being a proper registered priest, Exy writing a note saying that then he could consecrate marriages, then I simply joked about you and Jonah.
Machine spirit and the gods. And the machine god.
It's alright.
Fair enough.
I want to get proper paperwork first.
Well, after all, you're definitely, having stuff happen with Jonah more than me with Ryan. Orion?
Well, to be fair, Jonah doesn't have a gigantic pack on their back.
True, Jonah doesn't have a giant pack on the back suppressing regular rabbit instincts.
Well, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing after. afterwards. A lot of paperwork.
Alright, take care of your sins. So how long do you think it'll take before I have the chance to debate to forgive me, Father, for I have sinned? Hey, Mo. People have a habit of asking the furthest corner business whether or not they've seen somebody.
Oh. Well, people walk in here all the time, so who knows?
I mean, unless we get bloody security camera footage, well, available on our bloody computers up there, I don't think we have a knowledge of knowing where a lot of folk are unless they happen to visit.
Fair enough.
No bother, I suppose. Duh. Oh my god. Me when I open my overlay once.
Okay, let's go.
Oh Christ. Okay.
Pray for your good health and your turn.
Oh Christ. Christ, grant me safe passage from the flux. Alright.
But I'll protect this wayward soul while the flux is gonna to save them.
Jesus whip.
Misfortune.
Cripes, evidently when Flux grabs me, it grabs harsh. Whereas you, it seems to be just like tugging your shirt a bit.
For me, it just kills me.
For you, it just grabs and takes.
Pretty much.
For me, it grabs and fucking squeezes, and it seems for Silas, it's more tugging at the back of his shirt.
Hey. By the way, you two take care. I'm gonna be walking around some more.
Alrighty. Don't need consecrate people now, you ain't registered yet. You'll have it December on this, and well, the nature of an actual romance happening does bring back some older memories. Definitely one of them.
It's spaced out. My apologies.
Having the bloody romance going coupled with December actually happening does at least bring some older memories to mind. God, it still feels embarrassing to remember that we used to be courting you, for fuck's sake. Oh, I got the pack. Shite. I say that like you're a bad option. You ain't. A bad option would be Barnley.
True.
Hey, ain't you the lad that asked me to punch him in the chest at one point?
I don't recall, but I try to put these things up everywhere. I keep getting them in my pocket for some reason.
Jesus, whip. Get that near the brothel.
Yeah,
It'll probably make more sense there. Oh, there's the squeeze. Glad to know that there's different ones. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. There's like 15 fucking Sonics at the stadium at the time.
True.
Or at least
That
registered in the
topic was, what we
database.
were originally talking about.
Me remember the fact that I used to court you before I had the pack installed.
Well, yeah. Well, it's at least nice to know that. It's at least nice to know that it wasn't just me who liked you. It was you who also liked me.
Well, I mean, if I didn't like you, why would I have asked you to help me make the pack in the first place?
You make a valid point.
Hey. How do, Robin?
Would you like to see a classified document?
You're bringing this to garage because... That's the same fucking shite that red and black had.
Oh, man.
It's the same shit that red and black had, trying to stick it onto our walls.
Yeah.
Bloody, I've forgotten his name. Deadpool? I told her to stick it up near the brothel because it would have made more sense. That's not gonna fly. Or at least not gonna fly for too long at any rate. Listen, I'm not doubting laminated paper chases.
Oh shit.
And look what you've wrought. You've accidentally gotten it stuck into the fucking shutters.
Nah, that's fine.
Careful, Novikov's gonna see that as an anomaly.
I'm getting surprisingly warm in here. Again, I am sat relatively close to the fucking forge.
Yeah, you're sat close to a furnace.
Furnace, forge, which is it?
And well, considering I've had one engineer fall for me already, I wouldn't be too surprised if I'm also a reason. Arcade.
Well, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, Jack, even with these eyes in place, you do look very smoochable.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, no, it's all need to say it.
Raylan would have said it sooner or later anyway. The cripes. You already have Joe now. You want the rest of the bloody kin? Hey, oh. Hey. What can I do you for, mate?
I need to eat something, metal-based. Do you have anything metal-based at anything?
I was about to say, the bar, oh, fucking hell. Oh. Flux trying to squeeze. I do know the bar hold is able to allow you to purchase flavor sticks.
Flavor sticks? See, he told me about that, but I was kind of looking for oil or like, anything mechanically based.
Ah, oil. I could get you a bottle of oil, 50 creds a bottle.
Oh, I have to pay.
That's how things work.
Currency exchange for goods and services.
Would you give me a couple minutes to be right back to go head to the stash real quick? Or...
Very well. I mean, I don't think...
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'm not sure if it would be reasonable to try and set up an ATM machine around here somewhere. I'd probably be robbed.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
There'd probably have to be a member of security standing next to it 24/7. But hey.
Or at least someone who can be trusted.
Hey.
Well, anyway, I would want to actually, have all of the kin. Unfortunately, I'm a raging homosexual.
Well, and even with just the 4 on us, on me, Jonah, Jesse, and the other one, well, you only have so many holes, mate.
One way to put it.
Not unless you want your hearing to get worse.
What?
Well, never mind.
First it's Azazel with the bloody tentacles.
You say now like I'll piss off, you sumptuous bitch.
You see, that's how you catch people out. You just assume and then they react like that.
Jesus whipped. You say you're a dragon, you're looking more and more like a bloody rat. Lightly kicks you shin.
Look, if I was truly a rat in any capacity, I probably would be spilling that out constantly. But I'll let everyone else figure it out.
Jeez. So it's, especially when it comes to December, one of us is already enough for you. And assuming there ain't an easy means for him to relieve himself at your home, or at our home, mind, because I don't think he actually had anything in his room. Either that or he hides it better. But, well...
We just simply didn't want one, after all, I exist.
Aye, yes, and the toy is gonna get fucking broken in, Silas.
True.
Either he'll find a way to relieve himself, or you're gonna have to do it. No, I just spot Mercer for a split second. Oh well. But enough nattering about this, alright? Jonah's your problem to handle at this stage, not mine.
Jonah's my problem, and you might just be one for Raylan. Or the other way around, who knows?
Who knows? The park at least stops me from, well, enduring the worst brunt of the cycle, really. I'm pretty sure I'm more or less experiencing the first 3 days over and over. What the hell's... Oh, fuck's sake.
We'll come by and set this.
No, I haven't, but I have seen this picture a lot. I can only assume at this stage, check the bloody brothel. At least they're capable of speech. I was ready to unfurl me fucking arms at that point.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. At the very least, they were just simply asking about something rather than being like, we shall take over the garage to be a new home for the master race, or whatever the fuck weird rat creatures end up nattering about.
No idea. If that was the case, they would be experiencing, well, free total arms going towards them.
Aye.
And it wouldn't be nice. They'd have their skulls caved in.
To be honest, if they're actively threatening a business, I'm pretty sure Tarant and Hamsky wouldn't be minding so much if I added them as little slurry for the forge.
I got a wee bit dark there, Jack.
You know how it is in the fucking wastes, alright? You still remember that bloody tale of that scrapper gang that took Jesse?
Well, this isn't exactly the waste, and, well, to be fair, most of us have moved past that whole incident.
Well, true. And mind you, I didn't kill any of them. The Wilds did.
Well, fair.
At most, I could simply be credited as an assist on that then. Oh, hey up, I'm seeing Elvis.
Oh no.
I'm spotting Elvis up on the rafters. Look, you can see the top of that bloody car. Oh boy. I get oddly so fucking giddy because he's always excited.
Oh boy.
I think he's been shown the bloody picture too.
So on the one hand, it would be nice to see him actually go and interact with the ghost of a long dead music star.
At least a good century or two.
Well, I did say long dead.
True. And hey, if another one of his vehicles has a head gasket shot down, then fine. I don't know why it's specifically someone apparently shooting his head gasket. I'm pretty sure that's a different kind of person that keeps having been shot at, unless someone else about Elvis I'm not aware of.
Despite the big open door that's here, it is surprisingly fucking warm. Jesus.
Well, true. I mean, just because there's a big door basically means that that's the only ventilation there is.
Even stepping away from the furnace, it's still very, very warm over
here. Well, I mean, there is also the fact that you are a furred dragon and also the turtleneck and tucked into your trousers and shit.
Oh, true. The large mane doesn't exactly help with this.
No. Especially considering you're standing in the fucking thing.
True. Like, the mane, it doesn't exactly help things. But I refuse to get rid of it because you told me I look nice with it at one point in time, and Jonah likes it.
Hey, could be a right pillow for Jonah.
Would you believe me if I said this was shorter and almost non-existent at one point in time?
Can't really picture it that well. Non-existent, definitely not. Shorter, I can. It's the same length as the white fur, really.
So originally it wasn't exactly here because military service, you know how it is. And I slowly grew back over time.
Hey, I'd say you look good for it.
And now I absolutely refuse to get rid of it.
Hey, cause two likers you like said that they like it. And as I said, flirting is probably the most I'll end up doing during December any road.
Likely. Does it still do the same thing as all the other versions of this? Yep. Yes, it does.
Hey.
In theory, if you get a row of these, you can play them like guitar or a harp.
Right engineering band, I say. What would they call that kind of... where it's like bashing metals and shit to create fun, to basically create notes and shit. What was it? Well, scrap music is the easiest descriptor, really.
That reminds me of one thing I saw where there was a bunch of people playing a song using a bunch of CRTs and older things from around that time. Barcode scanners too, if I remember actually.
Jesus. Right, blipping bleeping at that stage, it is.
Sounds if you just put your the CRTs make quite strange sounds if you just bunk the screens or put your hands on them. Just simply put your hand on the screen and it'll make a different sound.
I need to see about getting my hands on a CRT at some point and trying that. Personally, I think you and Jonah are lovely together. Because frankly, he's been a lot less stressed lately, even with the shit that happened.
nice to know that I'm at least a calming figure.
Hey, you're making sure Jonas doesn't get a fucking heart attack is what you're doing. And I'm happy for it.
Oh, good.
Means he doesn't need frankly comical amounts of sedatives.
Oh, true. Well, I'm just glad to at least be there for him. Be there for you on occasion too.
Well, I do appreciate the work you do for me, Armature. So as getting the bloody heat sinks to actually be competent in comparison.
I wasn't just referring to the arms, Jack, you know that?
Well,
And plus, I feel I owe it to all of you rabbits. You, Jonah, Jesse, Azazel, all the rest of them. After all, if it weren't exactly for you, then both of us would probably end up being overrun by other scrappers.
Don't need to tell me twice. Hey. And well, I'm glad you at least... Still glad that you at least agreed to me back then. About the armature at any rate.
On one hand, I do kind of regret saying yes to that idea.
On the other hand,
I weren't so on one hand, I kind of regret saying yes at that moment in time. On the other hand, wouldn't have gone with Jonah.
True. Plus, well, it's nice to not feel powerless. Knowing that on me back at all times is a measure of power and strength I can actually use to even scales. And Jonah's the one that's best at negotiating and talking, after all.
You could have just had a Desert Eagle in your pocket and be done with it.
What, and blow me wrists apart every time I fire it?
Oh, you don't have to blow your wrist apart. Get some practicing with other pistols, maybe, I don't know.
Hey.
Besides, you're an engineer. You're an engineer. Even these arms here are relatively strong. You kind of need to be to lift up metals and shit.
Well, true. Plus, the arms have naturally gotten stronger from, well, basically being the main point for these. Even if it's mostly the shoulders doing the work. But certainly not as strong a punch as me metal fists, eh?
True, I would demonstrate.
Jesus. I already had enough people doing fake punching at me. Don't need one of my best mates to do it.
I wouldn't actually go for a full punch and egg capacity. Mainly because I've learned if I do end up going for a full punch, well, this beam right here is either dented in or completely torn apart. One of the two.
And it wouldn't be nice to have one of the support beams basically lose structure and shite.
True.
Hey. At the very least, I'm trying to at least keep civil about what December does to me. I do, lass.
What does it do to you?
Yeah.
What does December do to you? I want to know. I'm invested now.
What time of day?
No, I thought you said you don't want to know what December does to me. Is it just the hat?
No, I was saying it regarding me.
Oh, well, what happens to you?
Heat
Rabbits have a heat
cycle.
cycle.
Aye.
Sorry to hear.
Fortunately, at least with my pack, a lot of the natural rabbit instincts are suppressed, including the heat.
Well, you can pick a lot of things in your life, but you can't pick who you are, I suppose.
True. Even if I can mitigate it. To be fair, I wasn't even aware that the pack was going to mitigate it, to be honest.
Told here, when I got here, they were like, watch out, pandas get killed. And I was like, what? They were like, there's a giant panda. He got murked. And I was like, fuck man, I'm gonna die.
Sheesh.
Exit.
You mean that ghost, or...?
Anyway, what are you guys doing up there in the garage?
Just milling about, really.
I applied to work here, but I was
just
told
passing.
that I need more experience about being around here. So what, I guess...
The only issue is there's not much that's been happening, frankly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a little hard to get your foot in the door when there's...
Most that's really been happening was fixing a Simps chest plate. I do, boss.
The way we do job hires is mainly... I heard it from around the corner, sorry. You see if you can apply, people there first interview you, and then the second part...
what's up there?
The hell's going on?
The second part from the interview is that people vote on you, so that's why you need to be known around this area. But that's not a huge issue, just 2 or 3 weeks of you talking to people. It's basically like you're doing the job anyway. You're just getting to know people.
Okay.
I certainly did that. Just started applying.
What are you trying to apply for?
Oh my fucking god, a Wemple! Hey, check it out, it's my Wemple. I got them yesterday.
Queer spiky worm, but I kind of like it.
It looks like it would stab me. Its little arms are... Oh my god. Those are arms, not nipples, right?
Well,
I mean, I would assume so. It looks like a caterpillar or something.
Show them the moves, Wemple.
It does the worm.
It's doing something.
Does it do the worm? Oh my god, it does the worm.
It does, it's doing it right now.
I wish I could show you mine.
Oh, what was your one?
I don't remember what it's called.
Okay, what does it look like?
A Viking cat. But he's also covered in trash, and I think he's on drugs, and he has a gun.
What?
Per Viking,
do you know what that is?
Berserker. It's a berserker.
Should we go talk about it? Do you know that your friend is?
I don't even know shit about this kind of thing.
I also
No, that ain't your friend.
I had a rat that chose a sesame nipping.
Dude, why the fuck
Are you talking about showing your worm to people in here?
Not my worm.
Jesus Christ.
Right now, you look.
I'm so sorry. I've probably eaten like 12 of you in my lifetime. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, stay away from him.
That's a very bizarre thing to have to admit right to its species. It's like, imagine walking up to like one of the bloody scrappermores and just being like, hey, I know we're on good terms, right? Hey, I know I ate 12 rabbits in me lifetime. It's like, what the fuck? Absolute nonsense. Jesus Christ.
That's fucked up. I don't want to hear it. What's the going?
Fucking
Jeez.
Wimble has fucking psychic damage.
Also,
now.
why are people going around with a like literally printed out picture of you with a funny caption? It keeps making me think shit was happening at the
And
brothel.
people keep on sucking me off.
Really?
Apparently.
Do you work at the brothel?
No. I go to the brothel.
Because if you did, that would explain. If you did, that would explain a couple.
We do. We
Oh
have
Jesus
a fresh
Christ!
supply of Pokemon.
Couple things.
And then probably head off to industrial.
I was about to say, did Exy find you? Exy was looking for you.
Vexy was looking for.
Aye. Actually, was right. For
There
fuck's
you go.
sake, mate.
Are you just gonna make me hold it?
My arms are
Take it.
bloody
It's
crossed,
signed
mate.
and everything.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Hamsky, before you run off, I did want to ask you a question. I wish to invest in one of the businesses in your street. Would that be possible?
Which business and how so? Like, what do you want in the end?
No, just
I'll leave this bloody thing on the table.
We don't take just investments for no reason. There's always a reason.
Cripes. Dude, it's starting to squeeze. Yeah. Not too much a bother. 10 minutes before the streets start closing up. And you can't escape going back home forever.
True.
Buy cigarettes from Mr. Charles.
Aye.
He's told me to have talk with you, good sir.
Huh? Well, if you do talk to him again, tell him I'd be okay with it if he thinks it's logical. I don't. If you are just doing it out of the good of your heart, that's great. I don't trust it.
I mean,
if you are doing
of
it
course,
for a
it's
valid
up
reason.
to you. Alright,
If you talk to
I'll
Charles,
talk with him.
and just tell him I give my go ahead if he thinks it's a good idea.
Makes sense. Well, thank you for your information.
Alright.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but we've had issues.
No, I completely
with
understand your point of view.
Right, cool.
Just investing out of nowhere, I mean, makes sense to be suspicious.
There are a lot of people that come down and say they can like heal your every wound and then they take your soul. or
I
something.
definitely quack
I'm not
doctor
saying
type.
you would do that, but that's the sort of shit that we are weary of. We can invest in your business, but you have to come help us later.
Exactly.
I think he's. You good?
There we go. Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, I'm gonna go check on some stuff.
Hey.
Have a good day.
Good luck,
See you
good
again.
sir.
Closing in 8 minutes.
The simple phrase, too good to be true, always springs to mind when it comes to that kind of shit.
I'm running to find.
Yep. Ah, fuck. Flux snagged him, it seems. I was about to tell him about the fact that Vexy trying to suggest putting a bounty on his fucking head.
You know, that reminded me, like, when that conversation first occurred.
Aye.
So, immediately the talk of mercenaries. Didn't you come across, like, one relatively chill guy who was a mercenary at one point?
I believe I did, aye.
It was during one of Jones's boss rushes, wasn't it?
I believe so. Oh, what? Yeah, you mean in... To be fair, there's a lot of mercenaries that tend to show up for Jones's shite.
Trying to remember how you described it at that point, actually. Hold on, what was it?
Fuck! Ah.
Bless you.
Thank you, mate. Jesus.
Mostly black bandages. There was another thing. There's no detail. I'm forgetting what.
Red goggles?
That was it.
Oh, yes. That one was more chill, but definitely mainly because he was getting a good chunk of his animosity towards the enemy rather than anyone snarking, which I think is good practice, I think. Hey?
True. Yeah, he hasn't paid in a while, has he?
I wouldn't know. I mean, I'm not sure what purpose he would have to come to Sophia, huh? And well,
I think just in general.
Because I definitely know I remember socking that Deadpool fellow across the chest, but evidently that ain't the same one, or I just forgot.
Or maybe he's forgotten for the bit.
Either that or he just doesn't want to admit that shit happened, to be honest. Tarant will have a fun day looking at that. Or Ollie. Guess Ghost Elvis was just busy causing more issues. Oh hey, there's IX. Why'd he drop the outfit? I put on the outfit because of him and he bloody drops it? Alright. I don't think anyone's coming to garage, let's go. Either he spots me and he just ends up activating like a holographic projection of the outfit on the bloody spot, or something else is going to end up happening. Flux seems to try and tug your bloody shirt most commonly when you're going around more populated spots. So I guess I can't be too surprised.
My base coding is protection. I'm a firewall anyway. It's encoded.
What was I say about having a natter with IX? After all, I haven't actually been to industrial districts in a while, and I really should.
Yeah, try not to get crushed by heavy machinery.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I am the heavy machinery. Hey, for fuck's sake, I took a bloody tank shell to these arms at one point when I visited that bay. And evidently I bloody lived.
Take any more tank shells.
Well, I mean, I'm trying not to, that's the thing.
She's from the Silas.
I do lost.
They got a lot of bad consequences for that. And threw it up. And then today she did it again.
Oh, at least, like, wait right outside the entrance.
I'll speak to Ragnar more about
Aye,
it.
aye.
Yeah, they're just being a bit of a cunt, to be honest.
I also know that just putting anything near their mouth is not a good idea.
I don't think Ragnar willingly did it. The first time, maybe on accident. Doesn't happen again naturally the second time. Really, unless they're trying to do it. You know.
Okay.
What happened with Rag?
Okay. Little free guy as well.
To be fair, I mainly got the idea to get the outfit and the light changer because of your bloody outfit.
Set them off, so probably not a good idea to start at.
I mean, when they were trying to eat someone's pet bike or something.
So they were trying to eat them.
Arms, right? Again.
Aye.
So they were trying to keep them for
But that's
themselves.
closing time for this place soon, so...
Close the time in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't understand social cues. They're from the Silas. They're on the dominance in anything.
See, there's a power word, right? Because I want to admit.
Hat and light changing is all I'm really going to do for circa December. Not like I can pull off a big puff. Not that I can pull off a big puffy coat without having to tear a big hole in the back on it in order to actually put it on proper.
It could be like a backwards button up, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever. I might as well get going as
I know
well.
as much as I can afford, so yeah.
I'll live. Fair on. Take care, mate.
Huh? I mean, everyone's going like that stuff. I went for the fucking tree, so.
Streets are closing in 1 minute.
Aye, let's go then.
Radio.
God, your tail is fucking fluffy.
I know.
Wouldn't it be surprised if that's another reason Jonah likes you?
Waiting, so...
Wouldn't it be surprised if that's another reason Jonah likes you so much? Oh, nice. Oh. And there we go. Let me just... If my overlay will actually let me use it so that I can end the recording properly. Alright, I can open the Oculus overlay just fine. So, you know what, that'll do.